Hello Gemini, this is Tracy with AZAstroPsych. How are you? Alright, so let's get started. This message is for Gemini. We're in the week of March 11th here. Again, I do things, if you saw my first video, based upon Nostradamus teachings, where we use the major arcana first, and then we'll go around your houses, and then we'll finish off with the minor arcana to get some clarity. So without further ado, if you are a Gemini born in June, this reading's for you. If you're a Gemini born in May, you might want to check out Taurus reading, because that is based upon Nostradamus. He looked at the month you were born, not necessarily the traditional, right? So please take a look at Taurus and see if any of that fits you as well. All right, let's get started. So Gemini, for your first house, here you are right here. We have the star, okay? And your first house is about your soul's purpose. So the star is about your wishes, right? What am I wishing? It could be about healing. Since your soul purpose is about communication, maybe you're looking to start a YouTube channel, to write a book, anything with communicate publishing, things like that. How you, social media, how you kind of put yourself out there into the world, teaching, lecturing, starting a, everyone has courses online. Maybe you want to start a course online. But the star comes in to tell you, that your soul's purpose, that you have a wish, that you are, would like to come through. But let's see what else we get here. So that is your soul's purpose here, Gemini. And this is just what you're thinking of. So let's move on to your second house. And our second house is, like how you make money. It's about wealth and it's about beauty. So let's see for you, Gemini. And your second house is actually in Cancer. And Cancer is about home, family. Again, maybe you're looking to, a wish is to start something at home. All right, so let's see what you've got going on. Interesting. We have the moon, which is the card of Cancer, ironically enough. So we are in Pisces season this week. We had the new moon in Pisces. So, maybe there's a wish. You're feeling like a little underwater, right? You don't have the clarity that you're looking for. How do I start this? How do I go about this? To go after my wish, to present my soul's purpose. The moon is, doubts, fears. You might be concerned, I want to be able to work from home. How am I going to be able to do that? How will I make my money? Because this is your second house, correct? Okay, so I might feeling some emotion about that. Not receiving the clarity that you want, waiting for some clarity. Okay, your third house here, Gemini, is our third house is about our, again, it's the communication, transportation, home, family, duality, siblings, and for you it is in Leo, and it's you saying, think, I think, how do you think, right? But Leo is also about home, family, children, creativity. So let's see what comes out for you. Nice. So we have the World. So the World is about new beginnings, correct? The World is where a cycle ends, it's thus, and a cycle begins, right? It's something coming full circle, correct? So maybe at this time you feel like you monetarily, maybe you're feeling, underwater there. You don't have the clarity. How am I going to make the money if I work from home, correct? Well, the World says things come in full circle, that you are possibly ending a cycle and beginning a new one. And if it's in the house of Leo, that's a beautiful thing, right? Your wish is coming true, possibly. You're ending one cycle, starting a new one. Because, if you look at the card, it's joyful. It's a joyful cycle. So a new one's definitely beginning for you. So I think the universe is saying, I know right now you might possibly feel a little emotional, unsure, that don't have the clarity you seek. That when it comes to the way that you're thinking about this, or, you know, that's even it, is maybe you're just like, I just want to close this out so I can start something new, right? I get that. I totally get that, right? We're always bombarded with stuff and you just want to move on. You just want to move on. Okay, so Gemini, the next thing you have for your 4th house, which is the Cancer, it's how you're feeling. So let's see what's coming up for you. Oh, wow. Interesting. The wheel. So the wheel, it's called the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel's turning in your favor. So if you are possibly looking to start something, you know, if there's some kind of a wish, possibly wanting to work from home, the wheel's here to tell you that it's coming in your favor, right? Even that, because this is the house of, for you, your 4th house is actually the house of work, career. It could be too if there's a health issue, because that is Virgo. They're saying to you that the wheel's going to turn in your favor, that things are finally going to go your way. And you know, for somebody who's a Gemini, I get that, because you're like, really? Like when? I'm not seeing it. But I think the universe is asking you to, you know, listen, have some faith. Things are going to go your way. Again, Virgo is about work and health. And so, I mean, even that, if this is a wish that, you know, possibly, maybe you're looking into doing alternatives, you know, versus traditional medicine. The wheel saying it's going to turn in your favor, right? Okay, so let's go into your 5th house. And with your 5th house, it's about Libra, which are contracts. So partnerships, legalities. Let's see what's coming up for you. Temperance, nice. So that's about relationships, contracts, finding the balance. I love the Temperance card because, you know, if you look, he's got, you know, the angel behind him. You are protected. You're protected by the universe. I love to look, we have the sun and the moon. So there is balance there. Temperance is about balance. So they said, you'll figure it out. Things are going to come into balance, and, you know, we'll protect you along the way. Love that. Couldn't answer that even better. Okay. So next house is the house of Scorpio, and that is your 6th house. Scorpio is about life, death. It's, you know, beginnings, endings, transformations. It's also about corporations. So with that, it's like, how am I analyzing things, you know? Let's see. If we look into this, it could be something with, you know, so the Magician is about creating something new, right? And, you know, whenever we're creating something, that's the beginning, correct? But I think what they're telling you is, you know, again, going back to this, let's close things out. Let's make sure everything is closed out, right? So we can start something new. And then once you kind of get into that place of an ending, there is the sense of creating something new. To me, too, the next thing that's coming up is about consequences. So be careful what it is that going into even your contracts, legalities, things like that. Let's make sure that you have everything in balance. Make sure you're, you know, if you're starting a new contract, make sure, you know, dot your I's, cross your T's, because whatever you're going to put out there is going to come back to you. I hate saying that, but unfortunately, it's just the way the world is. And so they want you to be aware of your consequences, right? If you're going to start something new, I think the Magician said, this is great, this is exciting, but please be careful because this is your Scorpio house. It could be manipulative, and you want to stay away from that side of things. Focus more on your having integrity, right? Also, Scorpio's power, being in your power. What do you want to create? The Magician is offering you the opportunity to say, yes, you can do this, but be aware, don't be manipulative. And be aware of the consequences, whatever it is you're going to move through. Okay, so the next house is your Sag, right? And Sag is about foreigners, pets, belief systems. Let's see, what else is it? The 9th house is about higher learning, And it's this we think, right? You have justice, and look, you have balancing here. She's balancing, right? Look, he's weighing things up here, the magician moving both sides, and now you have justice. So if for me, justice is not just equal balance, but it's, again, I'm thinking consequences. So whatever you create, if it is maybe you're thinking about going back to school, taking a course, it's all about learning something new, education, book study. I think the justice is here to remind you. I mean, maybe you have contracts with somebody in a foreign land, or looking to do business with somebody with the foreign land. The justice says, please make sure that everything stays in balance. Make sure that you stay in your word. Make sure, again, legalities here, that you do everything by the book, because that is Sagittarius, right? Okay, so next you have, we're into Capricorn, and Capricorn is really your 8th house. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, that came out nice. Interesting tower. So Capricorn is about, that's our 10th house of career, structure, politics, leadership. I use is when it comes to astrology, it's I use. So the tower is some kind of surprise coming in for you, something unexpected. And for you, though, this is, again, it's in your 8th house, which is about life and death. So something definitely that isn't built upon a good foundation is going to come out. So it's going to surprise you. So it could be relationship. It could be, some sort of a surprise that you're not aware of. It is going to come to the forefront. Again, life, death, sex, corporations, things like that. So just be aware if something comes up for you. And because for you, let's see, in Capricorn, though, is about career. So maybe that's it. Maybe you're going to quit your job. Maybe you're going to surprise somebody else saying, I'm quitting. Or maybe you are going to start something new, and it's going to shock you on, what the reaction will be, right? That could be it as well. Because that is Capricorn in your 9th house. So, 8th house. Okay, next we have your 9th house is in Aquarius. And Aquarius is really about wishes, friends. So whenever you make a wish, you lose a friend, and vice versa. You gain a friend, lose a wish. It's about weird stuff, egocentric, eccentric. The weird, the unusual. It's about technology, computers, anything like that. So let's see what comes out here for you. Awesome. Empress. Love that. Empress is about birthing something new, right? She's here. It's about abundance. So, maybe again, you are looking to start something that is going to be, on air, however that looks, over computers, on TikTok, they're saying that word's going to spread, which is a beautiful thing. It also has to do with, birthing something new, maybe has to do with spirituality, right? Because for you, this is your 9th house, which is Sagittarius, but Aquarius is kind of what holding it. So something, if you're looking to do a class online, but take a class in astrology would be great. It's going to be very successful for you. It's something new. It's going to bring you abundance, etc. Okay. So now we are in your 10th house. 10th house for you is Pisces. And that's about career, structure, leadership. I use. So whoa, interesting. The devil. So we have the devil, ironically enough. And the devil, so be careful. The first thing that comes to my mind is when we have the devil, it's about anything toxic. And for you, it is Pisces. So watch out for things like drugs, alcohol, deception. If there's anyone around you that's kind of seeming a little toxic, you want to make sure you steer clear of them, right? things, or even this, I mean, maybe if you were looking to take a course, right, and somebody's, they're like, oh yeah, this is going to be great for you. You know how people rope you in and then you're going to regret it later. So it's really important, especially if it's coming towards you with anything that has to do with career, structure, even your father. Pisces is also dreamy. I mean, look at him. His hand is out. He's feeling a little dreamy, like, yeah, come on this way. So just be careful. Again, drugs, alcohol, deception. So that's definitely, and we are in this week of Pisces, so please, please, please be careful, right? I think they're just asking you to be aware. Check everything out. Make sure the money is worth it. That's all I'm going to say to you. Okay, here we go now. Your 11th house is Aries, and 11th house is really it's about Aquarius, which is wishes, friends, etc. So the words, what do I know? So let's see what comes out for what do I know. Awesome. Love that. That's the High Priestess. So I love that. That is finding the balance of what do I know, right? I know ego versus I know versus listening to my intuition. I completely love that. And Aries is about, we have Mars in Aries, so it could be the planet of anger. But Aries could be very... they're not afraid to speak up. So I think what they're trying to tell you is, Aries can be aggressive, but in a good way, like just not afraid to put yourself out there. So listen to your intuition, find the confidence. Again, if we're going into something spirituality, find the confidence, listen to yourself, okay? And then just know that, if this is your soul purpose, this is something you meant to be, just stay away, watch this whole Pisces dreamy, but go to your intuition, see if that's the right move for you, see if you should make that phone call, see if you should take that course, right? And they're just asking you to listen to your intuition, feel good about it, stand in your power. Okay, so now for you, Gemini, your 12th house, it's what I believe. It is the house of Pisces. And for you, you have Taurus. And Taurus is about, how you make your money. Taurus is about wealth and it's about beauty. But this is your 12th house, which is subconscious and dreams. So, love that. Hierophant. Okay, beautiful. That is Taurus. That is confirmation. So, whenever we look at the Hierophant, it's about structure, yeah, and traditional things. So it could be too. I mean, if, I think because this is your subconscious, this is about, dreams, something, again, your wish here. But for you, Taurus in Pisces, Taurus in this 12th house is, how possibly you will gain your wealth. So I think here with the Hierophant, they're saying you might want to stick to something possibly more traditional. You don't necessarily, the other thing is about being committed. So, in Pisces, we get a little dreamy, but they're saying if you put the commitment in, right? If it is something spirituality, it also could, usually Pisces too is about like the medical industry. Nursing is a great example, right? If you want to go become a nurse, correct? They're saying if you stick to it, you might have to, a career where you have to go to college, etc. Stay committed and it'll pay off, okay? All right, so let's see if we can get some clarity on some of these. We'll just kind of pick one real quick. Nice. So your wish here, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So again, based on Nostradamus here, we're going to use now the minor arcana for clarity. So basically they're saying for your wish, you've got to put the work in. You've got to stay focused. And then your wish will come true. All right, next we had the moon, feeling underwater. I'm not sure I should do this. It's feeling unclear. Seven of Pentacles is saying, I love that. We have the 8 and the 7. It's about you've got to invest in it. You can't just sit there and wish and you have doubts. If you put in the work, being committed, 7 of Pentacles is about investing, right? Water it, grow it. Then they're saying you won't feel so unsure about it, okay? The World is about a new chapter, ending one and beginning a new. Love that. Nice. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? So it could be starting your own business. I love this. And finding success, independence versus codependence, right? Again, something you invest in, putting in the work. Nine of Pentacles says it's going to come through. That's when you're going to know. Okay, the Wheel. So that is the Wheel of Fortune. So let's see what's coming in for the Wheel. The Wheel says Seven of Cups. So, you know, when you feel like the wheel, right, everything is the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune's coming your way, but you might feel like there's a little bit of confusion. That's the Seven of Cups. Is, ooh, okay, this looks like it's going to, you know, you kind of get that feeling of, now what? Now what? What am I going to do, right? Just stay focused, and then, interesting. Okay, since I shuffled this, it's got to go with this. So, Seven of Swords, you know, everybody says, oh, Seven of Swords is deception. But it's also about strategy. And so I think what they're saying is the fortune to come in, there might be a time where you're a little confused, but you've got to figure out a strategy. Maybe it's, you know, since you're transitioning careers, it is find the strategy so that you're able to transition and not feeling so confused. Correct? Not feeling underwater. But you've got to work out a business plan, but you've got to work out strategy. So then we had Temperance here, balance, finding balance. Holy smokes. We have Ace of Pentacles, which means good fortune, on top of the Ace of Cups, which is about joy, fulfillment, happiness. You know, if this is career, you're going to make money, and, you know, maybe for a while you just haven't felt that passion. You know what I'm saying? And the Ace of Cups is that passion's going to return. So not only are you going to make money, but you are also going to find the passion with this new career. All right, Magician. We talked about consequences there. So let's see. Okay. Ten of Cups. Beautiful. So all they're saying is if you stay on the right side of it. Do you know what I'm saying to you? You can create whatever it is you want, but don't manipulate things. Don't, you know, be your authentic self when we're in alignment with yourself, with the universe. I mean, we all know this is a duel. It's left, right, yes, no. You know, Scorpio is about, you know, life and death. Here, Ten of Cups is here to tell you, you can have it all, right? You can have it all. But you have to, you know, don't use it to manipulate. Use your career. Stay focused. Stay in integrity. And you will get your Ten of Cups. Holy smokes. Balance. So then we had balance here. Six of Wands is about victory. Love that. Love that. Every time you're in balance here. Again, if you're going back to school, Six of Wands, maybe that's what you're waiting on. They're saying, yes, it's going to come true. All right. So then we had the Tower. And the Tower, we talked about, you know, possibly something coming to an end, right? A shock. Then with the Tower, we have Two of Swords. So when the Tower comes, there might be this rush of, I got to make a decision. I mean, maybe your business, the current company you're working for is closing. And then you feel like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I think they're telling you, look, you're going to have success here. Go for it. Go start your own business. You are capable. We'll get another card for clarification. Love that. King of Wands. So the King of Wands comes in to remind you, you know, King of Wands, he is the CEO. He is the entrepreneur. So I think they're saying, yes, that Tower might be coming in. I don't think you're really going to be shocked. You might be. There might be some nervousness, like, I'm going to have to make a choice. Maybe I'm going to, but I think the King of Wands is telling you, like, hey, you can do this. You know, go for it. Be the entrepreneur. Just start your own business. You're already going to have the customers. You know, it's right there in front of you. Okay, interesting. Next we have the Empress, and two cards came out. So we have the Empress read was about abundance. And then we have here Four of Pentacles. So there is a part of you, Four of Pentacles is like, okay, yes, I know it's going to be successful, starting something new. But then there is this holding back, like, I've got to hold on. But the Queen of Swords, Also is about judgment. So judgment, listening to your intuition. I like to say she doesn't take any shit. She is right to the point. She will also cut you out like there's no tomorrow. And there might be some people you're going to need to cut out of your life so that you can get this abundance, okay? All right, next we have that devil, that toxicity. Again, we are in Pisces. So let's see what the devil, what do we want to know about the devil universe? Ooh, we have the Five of Swords, so conflict might come in. Again, guys, be clear. Don't do something you just feel it, right? Listen to your intuition that this might be toxic. Putting money towards some things, you know, it's just if there's any questions. Five of Swords, though, in a good way, is winning at all costs, but it comes at a cost. You know what I mean? So it's a hard-won battle. So what they're saying is, you know, if something toxic comes up, if there's, you know, again, deception, maybe somebody deceives you or you bought into something, you might be going back going, I need my money back. This is ridiculous. I don't appreciate that. You'll win, but it's not going to come without, you know, a headache. Pretty much. Okay. Here we go. Listening to your intuition. Love this, Nine of Wands. So again, carrying that burden, that's the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of burden here. It's a lot of tough. But I think if you go back and focus on your intuition, right, that's going to give you, you know, sometimes when we're overburdened with everything, could be the bills, you know, maybe it's, you know, it's going to be a little tough starting your own business. The Nine of Wands comes to say, yep, it's going to be tough. Stick with the details. The light's still shining. Don't give up and keep focusing on your intuition. Okay. Then let's see here. We have the Hierophant that was in the 12th house of Pisces. Dreams, subconscious, right? Being committed. Look for some people to help you. Three of Pentacles, starting something from the ground up. Three of Pentacles is, you know, it's going to take some work. It's going to take some collaboration. But the bottom line is it looks like everything's going to be a success. Okay, hold on. I love these animal spirit cards. So I want to give, let's see. Let's get some clarity on who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with. I love these animal spirit cards. Or like some advice that you might have. Beautiful, the swan. So I'll turn it this way so you can see it. So we have the swan. I love the swan. I always think of like the ugly duckling, right? Oh, you're never going to be like this. It's never going to be a success. I think the swan, again, Pisces week this week, the swan is telling you to, you know, who cares about the naysayers, right? If you focus in on who you really are, deep from in your soul, right? Get out of your head. Stay out of your emotions. You know, who cares about the naysayers? The swan is here to tell you that things are going to go smoothly, because there might be some naysayers that are coming in going, why are you doing that? You know, or feeling unsure that, you know, we always think of the ugly duckling, right? But in essence, he ended up being this beautiful. It's finding that within yourself, right? We are all created in the perfect image and likeness of God. That is who you really are. So no matter what anybody says, you stay focused on you, and you're guaranteed to get success. Okay? I think that's a beautiful way to end. All right. Thank you, Gemini. I hope you have a good week. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Take care.